You ever see someone get thrown out of a room so fast, you blink and miss the moment their whole story changes? That's how it started. Nobody even remembered her name. Just a pair of quiet shoes and a little black notebook gliding around the bridge, scribbling things down while 5,000 people got ready to launch the biggest classified drill in years. The kind of day when you could feel the stress bouncing off the walls, all brass and bravado, and every eye fixed on Admiral Thorne like he was Moses holding the codes to the kingdom. And then, right when everybody's running through last checks, boom, the Admiral spots her, and you can practically hear the air freeze. Who authorized a civilian on my bridge? Not even a heartbeat of hesitation. He orders her gone. Security grabs her, and just like Thatch's history, a smudge on the periphery, no one defending her, whispers following her all the way out. But that's never really the end, right? 90 minutes later, the game changes. Operation Stillwater's about to go live. The whole carrier humming, foreign observers in their best uniforms lurking at the back, eyes sharp for American slip-ups. That's when the launch system tanks. Authentication codes bounce. Nothing works, and you can taste panic crawling up the Admiral's neck. Suddenly, everybody's looking everywhere, but no one has a clue. Thorne's voice cracks, but nobody's got answers, and the crew's confidence starts leaking out of the room, drip by drip. Then door slides open, and there she is. Back from nowhere, notebook in hand, walking with this eerie kind of purpose, and the temperature in the room just drops. For a second, nobody moves, and you know what I mean, like time itself hit pause. Admiral Thorne tries to keep his game face, orders security to get her out again. But then, something in the way she carries herself shuts everyone up. Commander Okafor, usually Mr. By the book, just says, let her pass, and nobody argues. Even the foreign generals sense the shift, body language flipping from bored skepticism to nervous respect. She walks straight to the command console, punches in a string of numbers no one's ever seen. Computer's voice suddenly changes tone sovereign override accepted. Shadow protocol engaged. Some folks inhale so hard it's almost funny. That's when the truth just slaps everybody. She's not a nobody. She's Director Aldridge. Shadow program, one of those ghosts buried so deep in the chain of command that not even the Admiral knew they existed. Ultimate override, answerable only to POTUS and the Joint Chiefs. Thorne's face goes slack. You can see decades of "I'm in charge" evaporate right there. Some junior officer actually whispers, yeah, that happened, just to break the spell. The tension's unreal. Foreign observers, who were ready to start trash-talking American tech, now can't hide their interest. The people who mocked her earlier are silent. The whole crew stands a little taller, suddenly aware they've been sharing space with a kind of authority that's never supposed to step into the light. Aldridge, calm as Sunday morning, resets the system, isolates the breach, and hands control back to Thorne with a few words that make it clear this drill wasn't just a drill. Somebody tried to hack into the carrier's systems. She found them, blocked them, and now the game's changed. Thorne, to his credit, apologizes for earlier. She just nods no drama, no pride. There was no misunderstanding. Admiral, my role requires invisibility. That line hangs in the air like a ghost. The lesson? Power sometimes looks like nothing at all. For a minute, the bridge crew doesn't know what to do. Then, in a move nobody expected, Okafor calls, attention on deck. The whole room stands at attention for a woman nobody saw coming. She doesn't bask in it, doesn't even like it, just gives a quick nod and leaves with the old chief by her side, her bodyguard all along. After she's gone, it's like the spell breaks. General Blackburn says he's seen shadow people twice in 30 years both times. Nobody could talk about it. Thorne's orders return the bridge to normal, but you can feel the shift. People are watching the quiet corners now, wondering who else is invisible, who else is there to save the ship when nobody else can. But here's the twist nobody talks about until later. Commander Okafor, the one who vouched for Aldridge, had known all along. Not details, not everything, just enough. He got in a protocol months back. If something weird happens, follow the shadow assets lead. He never told Thorne, never could. For the Admiral, that's a hard pill, knowing there are layers of command you'll never see, even when you're at the top. But it's the invisible layers that hold the whole thing together, you know? Out on the deck, as the sun sets and jets land, Thorne finds Aldridge standing alone, hair pulled back, windbreaker on, the same silent calm. He asks how long she's been on his ship. 3 years, Admiral. 3 years of blending in, never noticed. She explains her job isn't just to watch, but to protect. Someone needs to be the last line of defense, without a uniform, without rank, ready to act when everything else falls apart. Thorne tries to press for details. How many of you are there? She just smiles. Enough. Recognition would defeat the purpose. They walk back inside, the crew parting for them like the Red Sea. Thorne apologizes for the morning. She tells him he did exactly what he should: follow protocol. Don't trust the unfamiliar, never apologize for doing the right thing. The moment feels almost tender, but it's duty. Calling Okafor requests the Admiral on the bridge. Aldridge says she'll be gone before they reach port. Thorne shakes her hand, suddenly aware that she's more real, more powerful than any rank or medal. Within 10 steps, she's already faded back into the background. A couple days later, Thorne finds out she left by helicopter in the dead of night. No fanfare, just like she said. During debriefs, her part in the story gets whittled down to a single line about system authentication anomaly, just vague enough to be plausible, just sharp enough to make the Admiral smile. 6 months on, Thorne spots a new face among the technical crew, a young guy with watchful eyes, blending in with the contractors. They lock eyes for a second, a nod passes, and Thorne just says, "Carrying on." The man answers, "Always, sir." That's all you need, sometimes. Guardians hiding in plain sight. By then, the stories become legend among the officers. The woman who walked onto the bridge and took command is now a myth, a whisper, a campfire tale about secret agents and ultimate power. Thorne lets them talk. The truth is simpler, and maybe more terrifying. True security doesn't need to be seen. It waits, patient, in the shadows, until that one moment when everything's on the line and the only thing that matters is having someone who knows what code to enter. So let's talk. Who do you trust to guard the things you care about when you can't see them? Do you believe real power should stay invisible, or does that open the door for secrets you never agreed to? I want to hear your take. Share your thoughts below. Where does trust end and control begin? And next time you see someone nobody notices, maybe ask yourself, what's their real story?